Hello my friends, welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Novella. Today is Sunday and that means Coffee Clutch. Coffee Clutch is a Belgian, Dutch, Flemish, German word even. That means I invite you over for a coffee and we have a little chit chat about books mainly. So the noise you hear, that's Muffin. She's sitting next to me on her chair. She always, when I'm working, she always sits on a chair next to me and she always has to touch me a little bit. Anyway, so today I read a marvelous book. It is translated into English. This is my Dutch version, but it's translated into 100 Million Years and One Day by Jean-Baptiste Andrea. I believe he is a French author. And yeah, he's a French author. And this is absolutely magnificent. This is the story about a paleontologist, and he has heard the story of a very sought after dinosaur in the Pyrenees, and he sells his house and he hires people to go on a mission to find that dinosaur, or the remains of a dinosaur. And of course, it doesn't go as planned. This is a really beautiful, heartfelt story, I believe. I don't think he is super likable, the man, Stan, the professor. But I understand his quest for making history and finding something unique. And then there's Peter. Peter is his assistant for many years. And they have to stay together with Gio, who is a guide, a climbing guide. And they stay up the mountains for many weeks. And it's a huge struggle. It's a bit like Into Thin Air. And but it's really beautiful, really well told, really well written, very evocative. You almost feel like climbing. Well, almost. But I highly recommend it. If you like books like The Wall of Mud and House of Snow Dog Foot, like I said yesterday, by Claudio Morandini, you will definitely like this one. Then I also read Bob by Helle Helle. This is not translated into English, so I'll be very brief. Bob is about a very young couple that goes and live together in Sweden. And they found a little apartment above a gas station. And he tries to settle in, but his girlfriend is very distant. She thought it would be different. And then it's very subtle that you feel that the relationship is very dysfunctional, but it's so subtle, and that's so powerful, and so it feels like a brick on your chest. It's so it's very atmospheric, very well done. And then I also read 3 novels in one, the works of Guillaume Dustan. The novels In My Room, I'm Going Out Tonight, and Stronger Than Me. This is a French author, that was a French author. He was living very fast and very fast, let's keep it to that. He went out a lot, obviously he's gay, he had a lot of sex and a lot of unprotected intercourse and a lot of drugs and BDSM and everything. It's a very explicit book, and of course if you live like that, you can't live a long life. So he passed away in 2009, I believe. Although it is full of racy scenes, it is also full of tenderness in a way. It's very moving in a way, and also very sad. And it really made me think. I've known men like that in the hundreds, by the hundreds, when I went out, when I was in my early 20s in Brussels and in France and in Antwerp, and not many of them are still alive because of how they lived and the risks they took, whether it was AIDS or drugs or the combination of everything. Still, I found it very compelling and very well done. Especially the second book, I'm Going Out Tonight, it was good. It was really good. And this book is now going in the direction of Bob the Bookerer. So Bob, here's one for you. Now, I just started reading Brother and Sister Enter the Forest by Richard Mirabella. And apparently this is, I'm just 10 pages in, apparently this is about the dysfunctional relationship between brother and sister. After years of severed communication, Justin appears on his sister's doorstep, needing a place to stay. The home he's made for himself has collapsed and everything else in his life. When they were children, Willa played the role of her brother's protector, but now she's reluctant to let him in. So I'm really curious about this book. Brother and Sister Enter the Forest. And then I did a little book haul, So when I did my research about the Thomas Mann family, Thomas Mann mentioned that for him his magnum opus or his best work is not the Buddenbrooks or the Magic Mountain, but it's Joseph and his brothers. Now I thought, well, let's try read it, and then I looked up where I could buy it, and prices were flabbergasting. So 70 euros for a new copy. I cannot imagine why it is so expensive. I have the Dutch translated version. You have to see that this is 1300 pages and very, very, very small print. I don't know if you can see it, but very small print. You have to know, imagine that they translate this book and you can't count on the fact that this will be a bestseller. Thomas Mann is known, but he's and loved, but not many people read him. It's just the fanatics like me. And if you translate a book like this, well, it costs a lot of money, takes a lot of time and man hours, and that's why apparently it costs 70 euros, but I was lucky. This is a second-hand version, and I think it's unread. Oh no, it is read, but you can barely see it. And I bought it for 10 euros, which is a lot for me, but 10 instead of 70, that's a whole lot of money. So yeah. And then we all know Micah Cummins, and he was constantly texting me about the book Reader Drowned and how lovely he found it. And the Dutch version is out of print, but I found one in the thrift store for 5 euros. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to this big book. And then I also found for 2 euros Natasha's Dance by Orlando Figes, A Cultural History of Russia. So this is also in Dutch. 2 euros. So I'm really happy with that. So yeah, that's about it. I hope we will have very beautiful weather. I had a really good weekend. Saturday, I didn't do much except for reading, which is fine. And Friday, I had my little bonfire on, and before I knew it, there were a couple of teenagers asking me if they could join, and then we had a little chat about books and about fantasy and series and stuff like that. So it was really, really cool night, and yeah, that's it. That's all I have to tell you, and I hope to see you back on Wednesday. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.